Hey, look, man, what it do, man? I mean, look, we got Kashi radio show. We got the show before, man. It's a whole situation going on.
You act like I'm gonna be late. I'm never late.
How y'all doing, man?
Hey, look, what's up, man?
Cool, man. Cool.
How
you?
When this nigga don't never come out.
Man. I came out, man. There's a lot of fuck shit going on out here, man.
Right.
I think it's time to cash out, man. Real shit, dog.
I've been saying.
People's coming closer. Motherfucking the game fucked up. The work ain't right, man. I think we need to switch lanes, man. Real talk, man. Take a trip or something.
I mean,
what you got in mind?
Man, I got some people, man, on the West Coast, man. They trying to look out for us. They said we come up with half the money, you know what I'm saying? They gonna fuck with us.
Man, that's good, but man, we got a real situation that we doing right here that we can talk about. It's a situation, but we gonna call it the situation. Welcome. We're live on the Go platform. Another good Wednesday. Another great show with the host of the hour, Bam 640, along with who?
Miss Bam 640.
So what's going on for the week?
There's a lot going on for the week.
Go ahead, sound off before I sound off.
Well, first of all, before Bam get a chance to try to embarrass me about crying during a movie.
I actually forgot about that, but go ahead, do your thing.
So, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. May he rest in peace. And I was watching This Is It for some reason. I don't know. I just watching, his last days and all that type of stuff. So I forget what song he was singing, but I was just sitting there like like Sherman Clump off the clumps, just eating and crying at the same damn time.
Yeah, you
So
was
this
crying. I wasn't gonna
fool-
say nothing.
You was too.
I
You
wasn't
was
gonna
too.
say nothing.
So that's why I was like, I'm just gonna just tell my story myself before he gets a chance to tell it. So yes, I was sitting there, I was crying and just looking like Sherman Clump and all kinds of other stuff.
I actually forgot what that was. Hey, look. First of all, I didn't cry. I'm not gonna.
He
ever
did cry. That's why Simba is still sitting on the bed.
Hey, listen, but that was crying about the Michael Jackson. I mean, that's understandable. I wasn't even on you that hard. It's just how you was crying. You kept crying and crying. I'm like, God damn, when is this shit gonna stop? So it just kept going. So I mean.
Show everybody your little Michael Jackson movie you was doing in the house.
No,
yeah. Go ahead, show the whole world.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, show the whole world what you was doing.
I think that's a lie though. That's a lie. But on other things, before I get started, everybody was worried about you. You had a lot of love that everybody's showing you. Everybody keeping you in prayer. So that got to feel good about the support of not only your town of Culpeper, but the whole DMV and the whole go community. So. I gotta thank them for that.
Yes, thank you all for your support, your prayers, your texts, messages, your inboxes. It's just another setback, something I haven't been through before. I've been through the ringer for a very long time. But it's another day to fight, another battle. I'm gonna beat this. I'm not worried about this. I mean,
you shouldn't.
It is what it is. It's the hand that was dealt to me, and I'm strong.
And you know how to quarterback the situation. So.
Oh yeah. I'm better than Heineke and Dak put together.
Oh no, I mean you might be on Dak level now.
No,
All
I'm
that being better than Dak now. I don't know about
Dak.
that.
I'm better than Dak when it comes to that. Yeah, I was just pissed at Bam because. At being a cancer patient, and you can't eat nothing after midnight because you have tests, and you're sitting in a room full of other people who can't eat, and this motherfucker got the nerve to be eating Fritos in front of me while I'm drinking down.
Hey, was I there for you?
I'm drinking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't eat till I can eat. You don't eat till I can eat.
That's why.
You don't eat till I can eat, and everybody is looking at me like, "Can you tell him to go to the other room? 'Cause I'm hungry too."
But listen, before we got there, you was like,
I didn't mind if you drank coffee
no, I didn't
or
say
ate
that.
a glizzy
No.
before I went in there.
I don't eat glizzies.
Yes, you do. I just made some the other day at home.
I say, listen when I say before 2 p.m.
You's a damn lie. Stop your lying.
I don't, man. I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
No.
You ain't got to lie.
Nah, and another notes, my man Wale just dropped another hit that Christmas TOB, so he bracing a go-go, so you got to feel good about that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
It's already out.
Can't wait.
But you don't have iTunes because I don't know.
You know what?
You
Don't be talking about my little Android phone, okay? I like my Android phone. I know how I work everything on it. I got my little pen on it. Yeah, let me show y'all something about my little Android phone. So I got my little pen, so when I'm playing Candy Crush and everything else, I can sit there. I won't be skipping little hearts and stuff. Like, yeah. And I use this card to pay for extra lives.
So, by it's being November, we do have to take a trip to North Carolina and see your Washington football team lose to the Carolina Panthers.
We're not going to lose.
Man,
We're
it's
not
gonna be a whole
gonna
lot
lose.
sad. That's a long.
We're not
that's a
gonna
long way
lose.
to be traveling for an ass whooping.
You was sitting on a prayer watching Dak.
Who? But did he do it?
It don't matter.
Did
You was
he
praying.
do it?
This
Did he
fool
do
was
it?
down on his hands and knees
No, I was
begging
not
God for
praying. I
that
wasn't
win.
praying. I swear I
this
wasn't.
fool was on his hands and knees. God, please let Dak win because I
Y'all know
can't hit
what?
his mouth the rest of the week.
I just said, "Come on, Dak. You know you."
No, he was like, yeah, go have some fun. Come on, Dak. Come on, Dak. Yeah, the neighbors heard you.
Who? No, because you actually gave us good luck. You said it's over. Then my man Diggs can't do again. Gaithersburg, Maryland, man. Shout out to my man Diggs, man. I sure had a DM tell him keep on another good work for being a DMV native, playing for the good Dallas Cowboys. It's really a good look. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, That's why what? So let's just you don't like the Cowboys, but you like Dak.
I didn't say I like Dak as a person. I don't like because he played for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that's why I don't like him. I don't like because he should have been with the Redskins.
Who?
Washington football team.
Y'all could have had a lot of y'all could have had Dak coming out of but y'all just don't draft right. Y'all could have had all the players. CD Lamb is one that y'all passed up on. I thought y'all was gonna get. I don't know how he fell down to Dallas at 17.
Jerry pays for the best. Let's all just keep it real. Just like that penalty that should have been called.
What penalty?
At the end of the game.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was one. But they called BS on us too.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so today we interviewing one of your cleanup bands. When I say cleanup, I mean not washed up with them, but cleanup bands that you listening to. While
they give me motivation because when I clean up, Dwayne, Bam can tell you. When I clean up, it is heavy duty cleanup. I'm scrubbing. I'm in my mood. Can't nobody steal my joy when I'm cleaning. And sometimes I have to cuss him out, make him go outside and do something.
Who?
You. Who else?
Make me do. Well, ain't nothing to do outside but clean my car.
You ain't clean my truck yet. You ain't clean my truck.
Cause you said my sister was going. You was gonna let my sister detail it.
You could, but then you take all your junk. Yeah, I noticed that you took all your trash out your car and put it in my truck.
Because I had to get my
That's some hood
Somebody
shit.
hit me.
That's some hood shit.
Somebody hit me.
It doesn't matter. It was a trash can
I'm
right there at the place.
I'm a hood type of guy. I ain't seen no trash can. I'm a hood type of guy. You know what you was getting yourself in. I'm a hood type of guy uptown, man.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
So I'm thinking this food can cook y'all some grilled cheese. Let me tell you, them grilled cheese
torches, ain't it?
Mom.
Torch!
I will give him that. That's the only thing he can cook.
Oh, nah, come on, man. Stop playing.
That's the only thing he can cook is some grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese was torch, ain't it?
Yes, it was.
See, yeah. Or the pancakes and eggs was good, too.
Pancakes were a little burnt, you know.
Hey,
had
look,
to
take
the knife and, scrape
they
off
wasn't
the
that
little
bad.
burnt part.
They
Put some
wasn't that
extra
bad.
butter and syrup on them, but yeah.
Yeah. So we filming, we streaming live on YouTube, Roku. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. They don't want us to be great, but
Facebook, get it together.
they don't want us to be. I don't know. The guy is a millionaire, billionaire, whatever you call him. But he's made a lot of money, so I guess he don't want people to make much money as he made. So maybe he feel like the go platform Uncensored Network. We on our way.
We on our way.
But download the app for $5. Every episode with me and Nicole is on there. Even one of them episodes. I don't know when Brian loaded. Does he take certain pictures for the cover? But the cover is me with my shirt off.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian. Houston. Brian, do we have a problem?
We got you. And I'm on TikTok with me taking my shirt off too.
Well, I want a picture with me half naked, on the Uncensored Network. Maybe we get
much
more
as
likes.
Nicole sound like, much as Nicole, y'all think of her age, y'all think she like her favorite bands will be Junkyard, Backyard. Those she really likes Perfection and New Impression. Those are that's you.
That's me.
Bands.
They are my bands. They got that bounce beat. And back in the day when I used to do something else, that's the type of music I would be. Yeah, I like their music. They just got that beat that just
But my man C-Bo and them be
your
doing it for a
body
long
do
time.
everything.
Actually, they've been doing this for a long time. At first it was 3DB, and I remember them from the Pearl and all that. So they've been in there for a long time. Even back from when they was had the band Uptown. High Image, that was with my man Razzle Dazzle, Recipe, Shamika, and all the peoples up 1-4. So he from Uptown, like he's another Uptown guy.
Okay, another Uptown guy. Yay.
Yeah. So we be right back, man. And this is the GoGo platform live on GoGo 365, man. Uncensored Network. Download the Uncensored Network app. Roku, Apple TV, Android TV for all your Android users.
Yes.
And we out.
Wild Boys video.
Girls want shake that ass, got to give up the cash. Don't be a fool with your money. 25, 25, 25. 25, 35, 35. Girls want shake that ass, got to give up the cash. Don't be a fool with your money. I get 30? 35, 35, 35. Girls wanna shake that ass, but you got to give up the cash. Don't be a fool with your money. 25, 25, 25. Can I get 30? 35, 35, 35. Can I get 40? Girls wanna shake that ass, got to give up the cash. Don't be a fool with yourself. Oh, hey, you, time to go. Time to go, time to get my niggas go. Yeah. Get the channel, only right once. Nothing you can do with the wild rap. Put the hose close in this here. Deal with the media. Don't tell. Hey, see you later, later. Why you trying to do that? Yeah, we're down. Let's go. Hey. Up in the jungle. Up in the wall. Up in the jungle. Up in the wall. Up in the jungle.
All right, we're back on the Go-Go platform with my man C-Bo and Boss Lady.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, look here, man. Perfection Band, one of Nicole's favorite bands. She said, man, get Perfection Band on the show. I said, that's easy. This is my man. We've been doing it for a long time, man. I mean, for a long time, like from the La Pearl and from 3D Beat and that. I really, be honest with you, I don't do no sugarcoating. I don't do whatever I say. I mean, I was mad when you changed the name because I think 3DB was so classical name from the CF. You think CFE, you think La Pearl, you think the Mad Chef, you think Georgia Avenue there, you think all those accomplishments you had and we went to perfect. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how I feel about if I ever change my name, I think it won't be the same. Like when people change their name,
It's just a name.
No, but your name is branded because if you Google 3DB, all their old videos come up with classic Jones, then I think Perfection should be a part of that. So you got to probably Google two different names. So why did you change the name?
Well, I changed the name because a lot of the members that came over with me, a lot of members didn't come with me either. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on at the time with the band, so I just wanted us to be a little different. And on the platform that we was moving towards, I wanted us to be able to brand ourselves on a bigger scale. So with 3DB, it was kind of sort of like, it was kind of like a phasing out moment of what was going on. And then plus, you know what I'm saying, once again, we had lost one of our members. So with that happening at the time when everything was going on, I was like, let's just let that be what it is, because it was a big legacy amongst, you know what I'm saying, those members that was there. So I was just like, man, you know, at the end of the day, like I understand the, you know, what you saying, like how much work we put in from us being, you know what I'm saying, teenagers all the way up till we actually departed. But I said, let me challenge myself, because I could have ran with the 3DB thing. But I said, let me challenge myself, and let me challenge my members in us bringing the perfection thing. Like, we still kept the 3 in honor of our band members that passed on.
Right. Do it say
yeah,
P3,
that's why they call us P3.
logo, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Every acronym in perfection stands for one of the members that's in the band now. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we end up coming up with the name. It wasn't like we were like, oh yeah, we're a perfect band, or we striving for, you know what I'm saying, perfection. We used each acronym, and then we was able to mix all the acronyms together, and we came up with the label, you know what I'm saying, with the name Perfection. So
but
that's
you
how
still
we
got
did.
the following though. You still got the
Yeah, a lot of people still show us love.
Yeah, they do. So how hard is it being a go-go member these days?
Man.
I mean, I could talk about it as a host and all that, or what I see, but I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know the hit of COVID. I heard some fans say go-go is not the same no more.
Yeah.
But the shows that y'all doing, the New Impressions, the TCB, the Perfection, y'all look like every time I look at a live video, it's still loaded.
Yeah.
So do you think that COVID took a hit to the bands, or is it the same, or do y'all say, damn, we still got to work our way back up?
Oh, no, COVID has messed go-go up all around the board, man. But at the end of the day, it's like, what I learned from COVID is, you know what I'm saying, it brings out the real people who really enjoy the music, the real band. Like, I tell a lot of people, like, you can't get the feel of what go-go really is by being on a couch somewhere. You got to be able to be actually in the mood of the music, be in the feel of the vibe of what's going on at the club. You can come home like that. That's what we grew up on. Like, before with social media and all that stuff, us going to the club was the talk of the town. Like, man, it was that. So you somewhat get that a little bit now because of social media, but it's nothing like actually being there to see what actually happened or transpired at the club, or who came or who was in there, the vibes and different stuff like that. That's what COVID took away from me. COVID took away the aspect of having good people who really enjoyed the music. Now they're a little scared to come out and enjoy the music because of what happened, you know, so what's going on in the world right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think with Juan, I think that's what I mean. He was so into you, like musically, like he always support. Like he gave y'all that push. I mean, he used to watch the Google platform. I remember when we was on Tuesday, and he was like, "Perfection, play this," and all that. Like way before, like so. Without him, is it even? I mean, that could be hard. I know it was for me with Lil Man, and this ain't the first time you did it with the Razzle Dazzle thing too. So I mean, like you get hits. Like, what drives you to keep going?
Them basically, man. Like so like I done lost about 4 or 5 members of being around. Like, even doing like the high image thing, I really wasn't in high image, but I used to run with a lot of those guys who really gave me the blueprint of forming 3DB.
You just get on the mic with them all the time.
Yeah. I come from a ceasefire. I'm an old head. I'm a youngin', but I'm an old head. I embraced the culture at a young age. My uncle used to do all the DAT tapes and do all the tapes for all the artists that were coming up at the time. So I was able to grow a passion and love for the music, you know what I'm saying, at a young age. So I was going to the Ibex and all the old clubs, the Met, all those different venues, and I wasn't even supposed to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
same here.
So me being around that and being around a lot of that culture at a young age, I was they always like gave me the golden child thing, cause what you doing here, shorty? You don't supposed to be here, but if you gonna be here, be all the way up here or be right there. Don't move, be behind the speaker. Like, I mean, I can't give you the Big G story when he used to be inside of the black hole with his hands on the wall, but I came across the time of when I had good relationships because of my uncle. Right. He was like, look, man, we're going to go down to the Howard Theater. I don't need you to move. We're going to go to the Ibex. I need you to be up top on the balcony, just standing there. So I used to be, it's a couple of videos. If you look, you probably can't see me, but I'm right there in the middle watching a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of my passion feels off a lot of my members that passed away. You know what I'm saying? My man Day passed away. My man Ali passed away. My man Jay passed away of this year. My man Juan passed. These are people who were actual members of my band that actually was rolling with me at the
when
time of what was going on.
Away, when Big Day, you talking about Big Day from Kennedy, right?
Nah, they from he was from 1-7.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we all, so he was in 3DB at the time. And that was kind of like our last run of what was going on with the band. Like after he passed away, a lot of the band members felt like they wanted to go in this direction. We felt like we wanted to go in this direction, and it just caused a little confusion. But like now, like with Juan passing away, and me now having to go back kind of sort of into a managerial, you know what I'm saying, position, it's a lot more stressful because we had a lot more things put together and put in place. So in between that, I always learned, like Go-Go right now, as a manager, you can't do it by yourself. So I created a team, you know what I'm saying? Because the last time I did it with just me, Cocky, and one other person, Uncle Burry. So this time when I bring perfection back, I don't want it just to be the stress on Juan, just to stress on this member, on that member. So I said what I'll do is I'll create a team and let that team be, and give those team members a different task or duty. So Keisha's she was part of the branding and making sure the band gets out there. Yeah, man. And then I had Juan, who was more hands-on with the band. I got my man Bo from Deland Entertainment. He's more the promotion. Yeah, he part of it. I got him with me. Yeah. So
yeah, those the same dudes that put you on, the same dudes that put me on at early age. And another thing I got to give you all props on, the same thing we doing this podcast, y'all took it to another level with the bounce be ready.
Yeah.
And I remember I had shooters on here. I said, man, boy, if y'all come on Uncensored Network, and that'll be a whole nother. That I'm talking about, like y'all had interviews, and like I think people respected y'all. Y'all was in the Washington Post too, and all that.
Yeah.
So y'all took that to another. So how that feel putting? Like y'all took shooters, Cocky, and I had Cocky on here too.
Yeah, Juan was on that joint with us too.
Juan, yeah, I know. But y'all took it to another level. Like y'all didn't wait for the rest of the Go-Go to validate y'all. Y'all validated, y'all called it Bounce Beat Radio, and it was all about Bounce Beat.
Yeah.
So that was another step too, on another level too.
Yeah, so even with that platform with Bounce Beat Radio, I had Bounce Beat Radio for 6 years. And at the time when Bounce Beat Radio came out, it was no platform for our music. So I was sitting around and I was like, damn, we don't get played on 93.9, we don't get played on 95.5. If they do play us, they're only playing us for at that time, 15 minutes in a mix of things. So I said I want to create a platform for our genre, our music, and just strictly talking about us, because we didn't have that at the time. Right. So I said, well, let me sit down, and I thought about it. Me and Nico came together, and I was like, let me go ahead and put this thing
Nico,
together.
Don't you put me after them niggas, put me before them niggas.
So yeah,
them 6 to 8, and them 8 to 10.
Yeah, and they were like, we was crushing them because it was the only thing that we had at the time that the people really felt like it was ours. And what I did was I made the culture embrace the radio. And I'm like, at the end of the day, like, we don't have nothing. So all y'all music, when y'all cut something or y'all drop something, I'm a debut it on my show, and I'm gonna give y'all a platform to make y'all feel like y'all going to 95.5. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like, we had pop-ups. I was able to create a lot of different things for a lot of different people that we ain't have at the time. So I was like, with the guys that I brought in, I said, man, we gonna like, my whole thing was, let's make everybody talk about us. Make sure, let's make everybody call us. We ain't gonna call nobody. Because at the end of the day, we are legends in the game. And this before I even started Perfection back up. I ain't had nothing going on. I said, let me go ahead and find something that I could put my time into at the time so I could make everybody still keep me relevant in the game. So that was another a platform or avenue there. Bounce Beat Radio really took off. We started,
it really did.
Community events. We did. I was up Dunbar for the homecoming, and one of the ADs up there was like, remember y'all did, we was doing homecomings, like, no band.
I was doing a little homeless thing. I remember when you and Shooters came out when we were at DC Gateway and everything.
Yeah, man, feeding the streets, man. Like, we really, and what I would do was I would challenge a lot of the lead talkers, a lot of the musicians to actually give back to the city. Embrace, like, if we're going to be out here playing our music, let's also be able to, like, give back to our community also. So a lot of stuff that I was doing, it was on the arm. Like, look, I mess with C-Boy, I fuck with this person, me and Shooters, Cocky, man, we gonna come and show love. So I kind of try to challenge them. Like, to this day, I got a lot of guys who still do community service things with me. Like, we about to do Thanksgiving, we about to do Christmas. We do a hat, glove, and scarf thing on Christmas, and we do a feed the homeless thing in the on Thanksgiving. But this year we're gonna try to dedicate it to Juan and do some things from that aspect. So we working a little bit, man.
So how's the out of town love versus the DC love? I know how I feel, but how's because I know y'all went to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I love going to North Carolina. Anytime they call me, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
So man, North Carolina was off the chain, man. We actually had 2 shows down there, and we played at a university down there, and it was nothing but white people in the gym. And it was like, you know, us coming from a culture of us go-go being a black-based type of music, right? Man, on white people, I said, good God Almighty, son. Like, man, they was in there partying and they was in there vibing with us. Like like you would think, okay, you know, change your set, change your playlist. No. Man, they just, and then like, so we supposed to be going back down, coming up soon. They want us to come down before the new year hit. And I'm trying to tell them, I'm like, let's just wait a little bit. But the people are demanding us so much down there. Like when we went down there, and shout out to my man Don and all them down there in North Carolina, man, they treated us like stars. Like you got some people who go places, and that's one thing I learned about business. Like you got to treat me like you treat the big guys. Like we ain't
But they do though. It's just here that don't treat you like a
yeah.
Like when we go there, when we had hotel and the promoter buys food. And
yeah, they roll the red carpet out for us, man. Then we went to a lot of different little spots that's down there in North Carolina that had us like do like little pop-ups, and we was down there with them just at the clubs, at their little lounges and stuff like that. And you would have thought that, you know what I'm saying, I was on some big boy shit. I'm like, man, they showing us love like that. So they was like, man, look, it's to the point where I was like, look, I'm really coming down here to vacate a little bit, but I couldn't get in the mode of vacation because I was moving so much, networking, doing this like I was an artist. Like, come on, man, we about to pull you over here, take you to this venue, take you. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to come. You ain't got to drive this. Come on and walk with us. I was like, damn, this shit is like that, man. So it was a great experience, the out of town experience. And then you meet a lot of people who be swelling, a lot of people who be acting like they from the city. Yeah, man, I'm from DC, man. What part you from, man? You know, I grew up in Gaithersburg, but I came down. I used to come down to check out the band. I'm like, nah, you know, but you know it's a vibe, so you don't want to really call them.
Yeah, you don't want to call them out.
They be swelling, though.
But at the end of the day, you got to be proud where you from, though.
Yeah,
I don't care where it's from, Virginia, Kentucky, wherever, you got to be, man.
But it just be funny, though, because, you know, you hear those stories of people saying, like, yeah, man, I'm from the city. And then when you ask them where they from, they're like, nah, I'm from Tacoma Park up by there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm right there. Nah, bro, you got to be from the city, man. So shout out to all of y'all, though, man, who claim the city and keep DC alive, even though y'all ain't from DC, man.
It's a lot of people like that, yeah. I mean, only time I call somebody out, they say they're from uptown. I was like, okay, well, I don't see.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that uptown is a tight knit area, and if you genuinely a good dude from uptown, then you're embraced by every culture of uptown. So if you know
one thing about
cool.
what I can say about us uptown, we never like they doing Southeast, nothing against Southside. But they do a whole lot of set tripping on the south side. They don't do that uptown.
Yeah.
We was always able to go up 1-4 with our bikes or hang up 13th and Park with Tony Reyes and June. Like we was always, or we could go down Church and Quarters. I used to hang out down there with I and them. Like it's just like they don't set trip like they would on the south side.
Yeah, they be really chill. So let me clear something up with you too. So I'm really from Northeast, but I went to school uptown. And I, like you said, the embracement of uptown kind of pushed me in a realm of people thinking that I'm from uptown. But I'm really a one deuce representative. Me and Coggy from Northeast, but I went to high school uptown. Like now, like you say, like when we was up in Northeast, we didn't have the embracement of how uptown did. So we would get on the bus and we would go from Kennedy Street to 35, from 35 to CTU. So but that was a way of us being able to promote also. Yeah. So me going to school uptown and being able to indulge with the people from Coolidge, the people from Cardoza, people would think, oh man, Shorty from uptown, but I just was up there and they were showing me so much love.
Every time I used to see you was up there.
No, but that was a good thing for me because I was able to network and still be able to be on my side. And people would come over on our end, and I would be like, look, I'm not from uptown, but I know everybody from the 40. I know everybody from up 1-4. So they be like, well, look, we're going to let y'all in because y'all know we played at Ceasefire, Don't Smoke the Brothers. We done played that, you know what I'm saying, up on every homecoming that was in Braced Up Rose. Like I told, I graduated from Rose in 2002. I ain't stopped doing homecomings in Northwest till like 2008, 2009.
And now I think they stopped that. I don't think you have people other side go to other schools.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to go to Rose, but they sent us like the Cardozo. I would understand why they sent us Cardozo, but I went to McFarland like beside each other. Like,
it didn't make sense. Everybody say that too. So like now, like me still having that uptown root. I call the games up Rose every Friday. So like when you come up there, I'm the one that's commentating on the mic.
damn, that's
so
cool.
everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you can hear me all over the
That's
uptown
my
area.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, so I'm up there
Somebody
talking trash.
Can you imagine Bam calling cowboy games? I'll move to Texas so quick it won't be funny.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like the embracement of that, like it be dope, man. We had so much fun up there, and you know what I'm saying. I really bleed my orange and blue. Like we just was over Blue out, you know what I'm saying? And they was heated, man. You know what I'm saying? I was over there talking trash with Blue. Like we've been blowing everybody out, so it's been a good. Like I was talking to the head coach today, my man Chris. He said, man, you know you gonna get us in trouble, man, because you be on that microphone saying anything. I'm like, nah, I've been around to know how to keep things professional, but I still know how to do enough while they be like, Shawty be lunching like shit. So we was over there, we blew Blue out this past week. 68-12 when they homecoming.
Wow.
Yeah, last week we beat Dunbar, so we've been running through things, man. So like they say, uptown running the town right now, man. They been hating us, man. So shout out to my Rough Riders, man. We've been doing.
So what's the
real
next
big.
move for Perfect? I mean, you came out with the album. I know you probably got another one coming out.
Yeah, man, we working, man. So what we about to do now is, see, if people don't understand what perfection is, yeah, we do the bounce beat, but yeah, we also do the grown and sexy too. So we've been doing a lot of soul searching on dropping some good music. So within the next week or two, I'll show you the album covers. We doing a assortment of volumes for our brother Juan. We're gonna do a Long Live Juan Volume 1 live at the Ivy City Smokehouse. Then we're gonna do a Long Live Juan Volume 2 at the Hangers Club. Of course, the Ivy City Smokehouse one is gonna have majority of the grown and sexy music on. It's about 13 tracks and it's all crank. Oh my God, it's amazing. And then the part 2 is gonna be like the bounce beat stuff that we doing and stuff like that. We also about to drop a single called All What Happened. I know y'all kind of familiar with Big Rita. She been sticks to, man. Shout out to Big Rita, man. Get well, Big Rita. So she did a track. She always on the internet yelling out All What Happened. So what I did was I said, bing, light bulb came on. My man Rockstar was like, man, let's record her saying it and let's make a song out of it. So we end up making a song out of it, and we about to drop the single All What Happened. We about to drop Destined for Perfection at the beginning of the year. We're going to remaster it, put some more tracks on it. So like what I'm learning now is from the outside in, like we were younger, we was just collectively doing it for the love of the music. Now I'm learning that the business side of things, you get what I'm saying? Right. So now we dropping a lot more things on iTunes, more original music. We got a lot of different things that we doing from a global standpoint, not just trying to be in the city, because that's what, I mean, the money's here, but to get on that road and go down and do different universities and colleges and networking to do these jumps, man, that's where the money is.
That's what I'm saying. Do y'all, I mean, as Go-Go, because it's like Go-Go, everybody doing this, it's definitely a copycat lead, like the losing of everything, losing of everything. Do that make you think differently, like what you want to do, like where we gotta go out of town, we gotta go this way?
Right.
Because I know it is the same for rappers, because I always say this, and I feel like this. I think y'all are still gonna be the future Go-Go from Perfection, New Pressure, TCB, TOB.
Yeah.
I even throw Show Nothing. That nigga so crazy.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah, I throw all them in there, but like after, eventually we're going to get older. I'm talking about the backyard crowds, the junkyard crowds. Are you like? I just want the youngest to still embrace the Go-Go, because if I age from 40 to 52, say they don't want to go to Go-Go's no more, and a lot of people say that. Some people say, okay,
yeah, they aged out. Because they aged out. That's what they say.
So, but after that age group, what do we have? Like the new youngest, my son 11, he don't like backyard. He like TCB.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like the youngest, they not embracing the legendary band. So like what will Go-Go do after this generation is over?
I think at the end of the day, we got to go back to like the blueprint. And I learned, like when I learned was a lot of people try to reinvent the wheel. But you know what I'm saying? What happens is when people see the top bands kind of lean their seat back and be a little bit more comfortable, it stops everybody else from wanting to work. You get what I'm saying? So what I learned was, man, you got to go back and look at the big G format. Not big G, i.e. Rasan, but big G, i.e. Coupe. And look at what they were doing to bring the culture up. Now I study a lot of RE. I study a lot of Polo, because when Polo was up and he was doing what he was doing, he had the city on lock to the point where you couldn't move nowhere in the city without even seeing something that was branded TCB or something that was branded about what he had going on in his after off the stage movement. So what I try to do now is, I try to give a lot of the kids the inspiration of being able to accept go-go, because now what happened is I've been around the game for a minute and I work at a school also. Man, the kids are more taken to the rappers, because guess what? The rappers have stole our blueprint. They looked at the game and said, well, we used to pay to go see all these go-go people, how they pass out flyers, how they got people in their neighborhood. So all we did was, and that's another thing, a lot of bands are not from solid neighborhoods no more. So when you had a band that was from a solid neighborhood, it was just everybody in that neighborhood, no matter if you suck or not, they promoted the band. They promoted the music. So now you got people like from, let's use 37, for instance. They got No Savage, but the whole neighborhood embraces the music. So that's what pushes the culture of everybody being able to say, oh, we're going to support this guy or this guy, because it's not just him pushing it. His little cousin, his aunts, his uncles, everybody saying this is the way or the new movement. So go-go has to get back to
that
having.
Raw too.
Yeah.
Rapper to another rapper, that guy raw.
Yeah, he is
raw.
dope. So like you got to get back to doing that again. You got to get back to having the city embrace the area and the area embrace the music, and then being able to push the narrative of the go-go music to the youngins. Because that's why I like what they doing, like with T.O.B. doing all the little beat the streets and Mochellas and all that stuff like that. It give them an opportunity for us to have a platform for the music to get heard. So now our sons might say, I don't like go-go, but I did go to that little joke they did down here. That's almost off the hook, so I like it. So that gives you an opportunity to see go-go in a good family.
A lot of go-go don't embrace the rappers either.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of bands that don't even want rappers performing at their show. Like I mean, some rappers could, like, the little halftime Johnson, like, I think it's a good thing, but a lot of bands don't want
But you know why? Because once again, go-go hasn't bridged that narrative with each other. Like, you know, when go-go rappers say, I've never been a fan, me personally, of the go-go's being performed at the halftime. But I am a fan of letting the band learn one of your tracks, and then when they open up the second half, letting that rapper perform that track with the artist. With the band.
But ain't nobody gonna do that.
But somebody has done it. You
talking about Crank?
Yeah, one of your songs.
Yeah, but that was the. I mean, they download the album they want.
Actually, TCB we had Shock Lizzie.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, just
somebody coming
like somebody coming up.
The culture just embracing it.
Like one of the young
every week. I'm talking about not just on a big show, but every week have certain artists come out and say, look, instead of us performing y'all set or at halftime, we're gonna let you perform with the band with a live feel to it, which gives that artist an opportunity to actually learn how to perform with a live, because a lot of artists don't know how to perform with a live band. Yeah. So a lot of artists come, and that's what hurts a lot of DC or a lot of artists that come from out the city that performs with big bands, they can't perform with live music. So they be real eager to play with the track, but they can't play with the band because they don't know how to chop their music. They in the studio cutting, and they stop. And it's not being able to flow the music the way it's supposed to be flowing.
Yeah, because when, Shock Lizzie had the trade wins when he came out with that Dirty Game, he couldn't catch up the Buggy. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
Couldn't get it.
Mano came down here with TCB, when Jim Jones came down here. So that's why the artist embracement is kind of sucky when it comes down to go-go. But you got a lot of artists that can do it because they from here.
But see, they don't see, and then that goes back what you saying about Polo. See, Polo used to reach out to Jim Jones and them himself.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, here, nigga, I pay you myself.
Yeah, nah.
I want you come in D.C. or
Jim Jones. Oh, no, what's my man? Mike Jones and Jim Jones and Lil Pearl.
He used to do it all the time. They used to be in D.C. and Polo used to get in touch with him. And pay him out of his own pocket. Like, pay, and then he added that to the promotion. Jim Jones gonna be here. And I remember at the Pearl when Jim Jones came out, this one, like, Dipset was hot. Like, they was hotter than hot, and ain't nobody believe it. But Polo used to do stuff like that. I think that's what's missing. Like Rasani Ging, they do a good ass job, but that's type of missing it, rented it. But is another question: is promoters a problem?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like promoters are great because they take a lazy band that can play good music and make them a great attribute to the game. But when the promoters, but then you got to understand, because I do both, so I understand how a promoter can be on the side of not trying to give the bands what they deserve or being able to embrace the bands the way they're supposed to. But that also go back to the work ethic. A lot of the bands that feel like they deserve what they deserve, don't push the narrative of the music. They don't push the narrative of the culture. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to a promoter, it's like, why would
Some
I
of these
give you?
promoters are not DMV natives either.
Yeah, of
so
course.
they just bad.
But that's on us though. That's on us that we allowed a lot of these guys to come down into our city and take over what we call life, because that's what's happening now. Like that's why now I try to tell a lot of like with me, they call me Unc sometimes, because I be really trying to help a lot of the guys that's coming up, because I know the back end of what's going on, and I try to tell a lot of people, man, when these people come and they come to town and they want to hear your catalog. And they want to hear what you got going on. They want to hear your movement. Right. And you sitting there, man, I got a line. I got a CD 125 from down the hangers. Don't nobody want to hear that. They want to see you really putting the work in. Right. See, the thing about us as a go-go culture, we do a lot of nigga business. And we got to get ourselves locked in on understanding that when you doing that nigga business, you still got to be able to call the band and be like, is this a great thing or a great avenue for me to go and get an honest opinion? Right. What people think is when you get your honest opinion now, oh, you hating on me, man. You just trying to come up on me, man. Instead of you just honestly being like, look, bruh, I don't think you dealing right now with this particular brand is a great movement for yourself. It could be a good movement for you, but it's a good movement for the whole DMV and your band. Some people got to stop getting out of that, trying to be selfish. And that's why I hate sometimes with the promoters and the old go-go farts, because a lot of these people should let us embrace the music from an aspect of, like with me, they call me sometimes, I'm like, look, I can't personally give you the flavor that you want, but let me recommend a Show Enough Ram, or let me recommend a Lord Chris, who gonna give you that dynamic that you're looking for. Sometimes I gotta take a step back. Now I'm not saying I'm not gonna take myself out the business, but sometimes you gotta take yourself out of the
You gotta know what's best for you, like you said, pretty much. Yeah.
So.
And it's always good to attack avenues. I mean, I rap, but I like hosting and then I like doing radio. That's me.
Yeah.
But I jump on that motherfucking studio anytime and do. I mean, when I go out to New York, they love my music, but I just don't like. When I go to North Carolina, they say, man, you sound just like the baby. And I listen to my music, I don't think I sound like that.
Okay.
But I had a lot of people here, but then that's not what I'm trying to do.
Right,
I'm trying to do my own thing. But the out-of-towners love definitely avenue. I know me. And people have called me, man, you need to be in this band. I cannot do that band shit. I already know my attitude. I won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I already know I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, you got to know your strengths and your weaknesses. I know I'm not going to be able. Like, she said, oh, man, you should write a book. I like, nah, she the author, not me. It's certain things. I'm not, oh, you should have your own studio. I can't energy and mix shit, and I can't put nothing out. I cannot put nothing out there that's going to be less than greatness in my eyes.
Yeah.
At least the mixing and all that stuff got to be on point.
Not to be the jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, but then another thing is just like, man, I think more go-go bands should use the iTunes and the Spotify motherfucking, like, the royalty checks be off the chain, you know?
See, but
I be just sitting there and I be seeing one day the level, 551 dollars from. I'm like, where this come from? And then it just show you all the royalties. Like a lot of people don't even know how to do the ASCAP and BMI. It's like, just like you said, nigga, a lot of people don't even know how to do the certain steps to make it. Like,
yeah, I learned a long time ago why a lot of promoters don't allow a lot of bands to get in a position to be great. Because when you learn how to do certain things, it takes them out of the equation of being able to help you. As if like now, I know a lot of people now looking at the BMF story of, Meech and all them. And one of the episodes, the band would say, look, I got to keep them underneath me. Eventually they end up, going over top of him. Right. But in the midst of him coming up, he was like, if I keep these young cats unhungry, keep them fed but not hungry, they're not going to be able to overtop me. But then you got somebody like myself, like, nah, hold on, man. If he charging us this, if I could move this and make that happen, if I could do this, and that's why at a young age, me being out in the streets and me doing whatever I was doing, instead of me going to buy a lot of fancy different things, I invested into myself. Right. Like now, you know what I'm saying? That's how the band got up, because we was doing a lot of shows on our own. 3DB was doing a lot of shows on our own. Perfection, we do a lot of shows on our own. We don't really do a lot of promoters. We do a lot of our stuff in-house, you know what I'm saying? And I challenge my my band. I say, look, if y'all could bring 5 members or five of your peoples, your cousins, your uncles, that's 25 people. So let's just say your one cousin gonna come and then she invite 4 more people. That's this. So you try to do the analytics of the numbers.
I never understood how people could promote more mainstream than they do themselves when they in the music business. I still
Or rely on somebody else to push your brand, to push your narrative. So I try to tell my band all the time, like, be great at what you are, but also understand it's a lifestyle and go-go that's off the stage that you gotta adhere to. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. Some people just say, look, I only come, and then guess what? You gotta know your personnel. Guess what? Shawty, all he want to do is play the keyboard. He ain't gonna promote. He ain't gonna try to get nobody. But guess what? You got to challenge him from another angle to do something else to make your band move the way it need to move. So it's all how you put the work in, man.
That's why I don't be making about the money. Hey, this is what I tell promoters. Okay, say, oh, band, we want you to host this. Okay, I will host it for this. But if I gotta make videos and push tickets and you want me around the clock, now we're talking a different price range. Most of the promoters, they are. You got a couple of petty ones, but I mean, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but you gotta know your worth. And people think, oh, you trying to give me $4. It ain't about this ain't never about the money, because I love hosting, I love go-go. It's about the time that you put in and still. If you can't. If you want to book a band and you can't pay for their practices, then there's no use of you calling them.
Yeah.
And when I'm out smoking like that, they get mad, and I'm like, and I be like, they get mad the other day. Like I think Wale, I seriously think Wale is gonna be the one that try to put go-go like really, really national. And I don't even care about the music. I don't even care about if we don't go platinum and all that stuff. I just need. I would like the each state least to know about the history.
Yeah,
that's what I would like.
What I don't like is this though, because I love what they doing. I love what Dougie Fresh trying to do. I love what Wale trying to do. See, but a lot of people got to understand the analytics of the game, and that's why we here to educate. What you got to do is you got to understand that now go-go is a platform to be nominated for a Grammy Award through a genre of music now. So our music now can also get us some real recognition on a bigger scale. So what a lot of artists are doing now, they trying to tap into our industry and say, look, I'm able to get a Grammy because when that looks really well, like I don't care what you say about Chuck Brown and this and the third, when you hear Grammy nominated Chuck Brown, it's like, whoa, who is he? So let me research who he is. Or when you hear that person was on that ballot to be enlisted as, to receive an award for what we do every day, it makes people's eyes go up. So now we're being able to be recognized for something that we do. So now everybody, no disrespect to nobody, but now everybody want to see us around that time now. So now everybody want to drop their go-go tracks and do what they do.
And then we got to stop letting people play with it. So like Snoop, when he did the joint, he played with us. To be honest with you, because he didn't push that. If he was on the song with Jada Kiss, he would have pushed it way more harder than that.
Oh no, he gonna push it now though. He gonna start pushing it because guess what? It's a way of us being able to get that Grammy. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you that sneaky Grammy sometimes can carry you just as well as that high end Grammy. So when you there, you can get an award for something that we work so hard for, and that's what I like you said. And that's what I get really defensive about. Like, don't play with something that I take on every day, because we embrace this every day. So when it comes down to us embracing it every day, we got to make sure that we on point with it every day. Right. And like when you got somebody like Snoop or CeeLo Green who come in and be like, we're gonna try to cut something up for y'all to make some music. Nah, bruh.
Killer Cal asked me a long time ago. He said, "Man, why won't you make a go-go album? If I make a go-go album, it's at least gonna take a year. It ain't like the rap shit. The rap shit, nigga, lay you a beat, you could. Yeah. The rap shit is so easy. I mean, it's easy just about wordplay and reading. If you read the dictionary, if you a reader, you can rap. It doesn't matter if you got the voice, but I'm saying the words come to you like that when you read it and you go through certain situations. So." You know what I'm saying? Be honest with you, how people bash me on Facebook and hate on me so much, that made me a good rapper because I knew what I was going to talk about. I mean, it's easy, right? People coming at you, it's like, you going, right. It's coming to me easy because I know what I'm going to talk about because they've been already talking about it. Like, every time somebody, I never let it sing in my head. I go, write this joint right here on my joint right here.
Go right in the little note.
Right here. And I tell you no lie. I had so much shit. She was like, did you already have that written? You goddamn right, but I didn't use it. It's shit that written that I even never did a song. Yeah. I never even did a song for, but I know with the right beat, I'm going to kill it. Lay this shit down. So, I mean, it's easy, and it's good to have another avenue, and I love the go-go shit so much. Like, people like, why are you still in go-go? Why you this and that? It's definitely, it's definitely sinking, and so I think before it sink all the way down, something's gonna bring it up.
No, it is. I mean, and guess what? These are the platforms that us as a go-go culture have to have around to push the narrative of our movement. And that's what that's why I miss Bounce Beat Radio so much, because the fact that I took away from the aspect of being able to reach the people. But now, people are more sensitive now, man. The game is so sensitive. And that's why I try to tell people, like, you have to, this is what I learned. And that's what I be trying to teach the younger guys and the younger generation of go-go. Like, the baby is the baby when he's on stage and he on tour, but he has his own narrative of being himself when he off the stage. So when it's come down to go-go, we feel like we got to keep that same tough persona and who you are throughout the whole lifespan of your go-go career. I.e., let's use Big G. Big G, if you knew Big G back in the day when he was on his on his other stuff, you be like, man, this man ain't gonna ever get go to another level. Him being the golden child of coming up at where he was supposed to be at. But then he had to understand that in order for the city to be on my back and for me to embrace the city and take it to another level, I gotta turn in the ANY glove. I can't be Big G all the time. If I'm Big G all the time, I'd be either dead or locked up on some other stuff. But I had to take that and use this and be Pop. He can't be Big G when he being Pop. You know what I'm saying? He gotta learn how to, wear those different hats. And in go-go, a lot of people nowadays are so sensitive because they wear the one hat all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you got to learn how to, I can't be Sibo when I'm talking to my son. I can't be Sibo when I'm at school. I got to be Mr. Bowman when I'm at school. Mm-hmm. I can't be that same person all the time. So people got to understand how to take those hats off and put different hats on to push the culture in this, to make it work. And a lot of people don't do that in go-go. A lot of people are who they are, and that's where they're going to be, and that's where they're going to be stuck where they at.
Because them Jones will get you off. Them Jones, them Jones will fuck your money up. I'm being one to
that same hat.
That same hat. I done lost, man. One time they took me off everything. I had to take a step back for like a month, and then I started getting them back slowly but surely. Like people, man, I'm trying to tell you, and people keep saying this, that internet a bad motherfucker. Once you press that motherfucker send, it either hurt you or could help you. And then even in public, I be telling her when she be getting her little discretions, I'm like, man, you can't do that now, Charlie. Like, because right now you on the show, people might say, man, I seen, man, that girl Nicole, man, her book was good, man, but I seen her at the IHOP whooping the shit out of a bitch, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
What I'm saying.
Shit,
but
that's in the book.
But I know that's in the book. But if they see you, they be like, shit, we can't even have her come talk to kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of shit.
Damages everything unfortunately, like you said.
I done got it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of a hard position to be in, and I'm learning because at the end of the day, it's only a certain level I can let somebody get to when I'm feeling disrespected.
And that's what take away. And that's what take away from the game now. Like when you used to be able to be that person, like now you gotta scale back. Cause I don't want to say nothing on here that's gonna take away from me being able to get taken off 8 shows because I said something about this person or that person, or just being myself. Mm-hmm. But what I had to learn was it's a time and place for everything. And once I learned that, I could say what I want to say without pushing the nurture, because I do my own shit, so I don't care about if somebody say, you know what I'm saying? But what happens is, in go-go, because the go-go culture is so on some, I ride this tail, I ride that tail, it takes away from you just saying, yeah, he an asshole, but that motherfucker makes some good music. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got it. So some people, I hate him, man. Like, why you hate him? Why you hate the nigga? Cause, man, he said something back in the night, nah, bruh. But at the end of the day, motherfucker make good music. So you gotta embrace motherfuckers who make good music and say, man, yeah, he might be an asshole, but I like him as an artist. I might not like him as a person, but I like him as an artist. Like I like one of the joints I listen to that's in my rotation that I like with you, the joint you did with Katrina, what's her name from over Kenilworth?
So everybody
that's my joint, man.
I like that.
If you keep that dynamic,
keep that flowing.
I tell you,
everybody
they don't
love that
listen
song.
to me.
They love that in New York. I like, but I got other songs that
you in New York. See, that's the problem right there. He's still in that box of, I got 20 other avenues of what I got with this. That was something short compared to what I got in my Rolodex. But now, if you got to switch, and I don't like, I sometimes that's why a lot of people like, man, like I'm not too my own. I could buy a lot of different other designers, but I always try to buy black. Why I try to buy black? Because we try to push towards the culture of us being able to embrace our own. Mm-hmm. So when I'm a fan, like with you, I'm a fan sometimes from a distance, because I might not reach out to you or tag you in something, but shit, you might catch me at the light. You're like, what the fuck is that bumping that joint? I'm like, I got that joint bumping like it's a mom, like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like that joint crank. So that's what we got to get back into doing, man. Like a lot of people don't do that no more, and we got to get back to having people understand the dynamics of the game.
Another thing, a lot of things won't happen. Go. What I had to do with rap, I had to grow up with time. Like, if you listen to my albums, I got all youngins on there.
Yeah.
The oldest one I probably got is Katrina and Chris. Like, I got some youngins, like, when I did the, for F Legendary with Bills and Guava, I said, I'm going to go get me some youngins.
Yeah, right.
And I'm going to mix my flow in it, but it's still going to bring me the same attention. See, people got to get in their pride. Them youngins will do it.
Yeah.
So that's why I went and got a Shaw Guapo. Young niggas, like, they go.
They're going to push it
and then they put pressure on you.
Nah, for real. And like today, like my little man and them, they play now the B&G Tab, and it's one of my little understudies who my little man, so he always be reaching out to me, right? He like, man, you gotta come down and check me out, OG, get on and do your thing. But like you say, it pushes the narrative when you get on certain tracks or certain songs, because you like, these youngers doing that crazy bounce, but it ain't like I don't understand bounce beat, so I know how to play it, I know how to, you know what I'm saying, dynamically, you know what I'm saying, be a chameleon to the sound, so it makes it fun when you get on.
Yeah. Man, that was, hey, look, man, they got a one-on-one today, man. So what you think of what they say before we get a shout-out to get out of here?
I just can't wait to hear what's next, and the grown and sexy, and like I said, once I turn y'all on, whole house clean.
Yeah, she definitely listened to y'all. She said, you need to bring them on the show. I said, that's easy, man.
I actually used y'all yesterday. I had to clean a whole house yesterday from top to bottom.
Well, if you like what you hearing now, I promise.
That was off the last album y'all had, though.
Yeah, I promise you, this joint that we Deuce 9 mixed it, so it's at its top of what it's gonna be at, man. We got about 9 or 10 tracks that you could put on at the cookouts, at the family reunion, or just cruising while you're cleaning. And then when you want to get, you know what I'm saying, on your ratchet style and really get your party on and get your boogie on, we got that. I'm just trying to understand. I've learned over the years of being where I'm at that go-go is a big plate. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you got to be a fool to only tap into one thing. So if you tap it into different other things, like we got our own sound system now. So we mixing and we doing our own thing. We pushing the narrative of making money. I'm sitting right here, but my members, they doing the show up the joint coming up with T.O.B. You know what I'm saying? So we pushing the narrative of doing things off the stage with making money, with us actually not having to be on stage to make money. So just learning all that, looking at all the OGs like Bam and them that's been coming up in the game, and we really understand. See, some people listen, but they don't understand it or they don't process it. When I listen to certain people that I feel like that's a part of the culture from a standpoint of understanding and learning, then you study. You might look at it tonight, you might look at it tomorrow, you look at it a couple of times to understand it. That's why you get on YouTube and you just put it in your ear and listen. So I learned a lot from a lot of the guys that came up, and I'm still a youngin', but I learned a lot from a lot of the guys that came up in the game, because those guys like, Shawty, do this. Man, put this money away, put that up, invest in this, do that. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna do this. You know, when I got older, I'm like, oh shit, that's why they said do this. That's why they said, man, stay around the culture and make sure you don't burn those bridges so that you can be. So yeah, man, check us out though, man. Hangers, Ivy City Smokehouse, Long Live 1 Volume 1 Volume 2. We got some big things coming up, man. The original track gonna be on Apple Music. All what happened.
That's the move. We
probably dropped the album on Apple
That's
Music, but we're trying to drop the original tracks on there, because that's what bring that little bit of money through. Yeah.
So this is the Go-Go platform, another classic show, man. Check them out, man. Like I said, man, y'all know I could pop up at Hangers anytime. It's nothing to me.
Yeah.
And we out, y'all.